I know a lot of people who know these Beatitudes, the beautiful words of Christ. That's where Beatitudes comes from. But they don't know the rest of the Sermon on the Mount, which is many chapters. In fact, I encourage you to read it all the way through today, later on, to get one of Jesus' best sermons to crowds and to his disciples. I remember seeing this as the Chosen went through this and saw the crowds come up to listen to Jesus' words kind of as a rabbi or as a teacher, but he says things that are very difficult in this sermon. In fact, when the crowds in Scripture get done, there's a little bit of a difficulty with the Sermon on the Mount. It starts real well. The doorway to the whole sermon is the first verse of the Beatitudes. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. And then it opens up for the rest of Scripture. I remember a story from my friend Henning when he was working, and he was having a conversation with a person who was a self-proclaimed atheist. And he was saying something like, "You Christians have it easy. You just trust or believe something and everything is taken care of. You can do what you want." And of course, Henning, knowing his Scriptures well, said, "I don't think you're right with that. Have you ever read the Scriptures? That being a Christian is more difficult than being a crowd or a person outside. In fact, let's look at the Sermon on the Mount. Let's look at what it means to be a disciple or a follower of Christ. Everybody starts with the Beatitudes, but what about the rest of the sermon? It's not easy being a Christian because you'll realize how often you fail, how you can't do what you're supposed to do.